Hello.
Welcome back.
I looked up there because I thought it was going to be there. It's there. Just had a bit of a nightmare trying to set up.
Well, we haven't done it for like 3 months.
No, literally. This is episode 10 and we've had a bit of a break because...
Well, personal stuff, isn't it? We're just so busy. And you've been ill.
Yeah.
Tell them why you've been ill.
I'm pregnant.
Roll a baby. Roll a baby.
Yeah, so ill. So literally for like 3 months, 11 weeks.
Yeah.
I've been in bed, I've been on the couch, I've not seen anyone.
I haven't seen you.
No,
I haven't seen anyone. No.
So, yeah, it's been pretty mad. I think, do they now have a dog? I've got a dog as well.
Yes, we spoke about Ray, yeah.
But yes, it's just been pretty mad and we haven't been able to, it's like those memes online that you hear when it's like, trying to organise to meet up with your family and you're in a break. Oh, I'm free Tuesday the 27th. Oh no, I'm working that day. And it's like, so hard. It's literally been like that.
Yeah. And you were fine for a day and then you were ill for like 3 weeks, weren't you, at a time? So
maybe this is okay.
Yeah,
and then
no, wacky.
Yeah. But now I've been okay for like a week and a half. So I do think that it's just
we're good, we're back.
I'm good.
And we're more brutal as ever.
Yeah, so today we're just going to talk a little bit about what's been going on in the world lately, and then we've got some Am I the Arseholes?
Yeah.
Because that was our first episode, wasn't it?
That was our first episode. It was a good giggle.
So I've put down a couple of things. I don't know if there's anything, that's been in the news lately that you want to talk about. And there's been that Nicola Bully thing.
Oh, that's horrendous. I think we do need to address that.
Mad.
So I just think, I know that menopause is really tough for like women. I appreciate that. But I mean, I don't know enough about it. I'm 36, but would it really push someone to take their own life? Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I've heard that it's meant to be like really bad and that some women think that they've got like early dementia and stuff like that. So some people can really suffer, but what I found strange was that no one said it until...
But she wasn't found in the river. She was actually found in the grass around it.
Yeah, in the reeds.
So it's like, they wouldn't have missed that, surely. Because they'd searched that.
No.
They wouldn't have missed it. So I don't
For people who don't know, this woman was from up north in England. And she was missing for 3 weeks. She was walking her dog. And her phone was logged into a Teams meeting at work, on a bench, and she was just gone. No CCTV footage was there of where she was.
The dog was there.
They had 3 different searches of the river. They didn't find her anywhere. They even looked in the sea, didn't they, at one point? And then 3 weeks later, she was found like in the reeds on the side of the river.
Like dead, she's But what I don't understand is she had taken her children to school, the girls to school, and then she'd organised a play date.
I know, yeah.
So if you're going to you don't make like plans, do you?
No.
Because you already know what you're going to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like it's suicide isn't like I'm just going to do it. It's obviously a progression thing, isn't it, that you get to that?
Yeah.
I just think
what I don't get as well is like the people searching the rivers. Well, did they not search the reeds then? And why didn't they
exactly
search the
my
reeds?
point. I was like I know, like, okay, the police do miss stuff, obviously, they're human, but something as simple as that, no, it's not sitting right.
People think that, which I think might be the case, which I don't want to speculate too much because obviously it is really sad and there's 2 kids involved. But it does look like maybe someone put her there like after.
Do you know what didn't sit quite right with me is her husband.
Yeah,
when he was interviewing. Like, I know people deal with grief and everything a lot differently, but he was kind of like snickering. And like the reporter asked, like, how are your family, how are you getting through this? And he kind of said, we just need comfort and support. And then the reporter said, well, obviously, and hope, because she hadn't been found by then. So why would you not say, we're just hoping that do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really hard, isn't it? Because like you look at someone like that and you think, he doesn't look devastated. He doesn't look, and you try not to judge because you're like, you don't know what you would be like in that situation. But
everyone deals with grief differently, don't they?
And I think because it was only a few years back when that, what was his name? Someone. And he murdered his kids and wife, didn't he? And he was all pretending to be normal, and obviously that didn't transpire.
No. I remember that. That was really, it was in a cement mixer, he beat him.
Yeah. Either way, whether she was murdered or whether she...
But I have heard that the coroner's report is going to be doing in the next 48
Oh,
hours.
really?
So you'll have answers.
The thing is as well that is good to mention is the fact that suicide by drowning literally never happens, because it's almost impossible, because your body naturally breathes. Like it can't, you can't just say don't breathe and not breathe.
And your body also goes into survival mode, like get out of it. Yeah. So do you know what I mean?
So you won't be able to just hold your breath until you pass out.
I've lost someone to suicide, and it wasn't that way. It was, well, he hung himself.
Yeah.
Because it was quick. You know, and you know, and it's just the most horrendous thing that anyone can go through, but something just isn't sitting right.
It is, and there's been lots of like, you know, chat about the police work that's been involved, like how bad it's been and stuff. So there's a lot to say about that.
But
I think, as well.
we say this, and like I am massive into like Law and Order, and it's not because of like the bodies. It's actually how these police people, you know, women or men, actually figure out it, and they're so clever.
Yeah.
But what people forget is they are so understaffed because of the government.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's probably not.
I mean, I know people like, I bring my kids up that the police are there to protect you.
Yeah.
And I know we've had incidents. For instance, that lady in London was taken with a police officer and killed.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate that, but I don't want my kids to be disrespectful to a policeman, because you're not raising them right.
Yeah.
That's not, if they don't like the police when they're older, then that's the assumption that they make.
Yeah.
Not by how I've raised them. But we can speculate all we want, you know, about the police work, but I just personally think someone's panicked and put her there.
It is, yeah, it is very, very
I got that gut feeling.
Yeah.
There's something quite ain't right. And
lots of people, you know, thought that. And the police kept saying, we don't want people involved, stay away from the scene. But it was a member of the public that found her.
Yeah.
The police didn't find her.
No.
Yeah. So something else that we spoke about in past episodes, so we've got to speak about it. Ginger and cringe.
Oh my god.
I feel really bad saying that, but Piers Morgan calls him that. It's really funny. He released a book, Prince Harry, for those of you that don't know.
Do you know what was funny? The I think it was the Sun or something had put a picture of this one person queuing up to buy it.
Oh no!
Because obviously they were expecting like lines of people, and it's one person.
But do you know what I think? Because it got leaked, didn't it? The book like a week before it was released. So it was like I'd already read the book. It's I'm at a loss for words. I was very much in between, you know, trying to stick up for them. But you were more the other way. So was my mum. My mum was like, from the get. You know what my mum said to me when she first married in? She went, "You watch my words, she'll ruin this royal family." And I was like, "What?" Because that was at the point when everyone loved her and everything. And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she couldn't say like why, but she was like, "Just got a feeling." And then obviously all this.
I think it was on her wedding. She was so smug, and even I said to my mate, was like,
"I would be if I was marrying a prince."
I know, but I was like, she's just going to cause drama. She's just going to cause drama. And do you know what? She fucking has.
She has.
Like, and do you know what, Harry? You sound pathetic. Like, oh my god, he hit me. My sons just body slam my other son on my bed.
Yeah.
Like, but they still love each other. They make up like 2 minutes after.
Yeah. I just think the whole thing is just so sad. The fact that you don't understand how hypocritical you've been. The whole thing, like,
you just like dickheads.
We didn't call the family racist. We didn't. You did though.
Do you know what? I had a massive argument with a couple of my mates about the fact that she kept bringing mental health into the issue.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I just didn't believe it. You're so cruel and blah blah blah. And now the same friends are putting up like, oh, I always knew that Meghan was lying. Mate, I've got screenshots, I've got receipts. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't even.
It's just because I just feel bad for the royal family, because they can respond if they wanted to, but that's not going to do them any favours. No. They've got to think about the future.
What I want to happen is William go, yeah, my brother's a fucking ginger twat. No offence to any gingers out there at all. And you're just acting like a little bitch because you want to be relevant, and you're not relevant. But you didn't want to be a part of the royal family. That's fine. Bye. You don't need to keep.
Yeah, no one hated you. No one hated you for that.
People respected you more because you didn't want to be a part of it and you wanted to live your own life.
Yeah.
Because everyone saw him growing up. I mean, from Diana's funeral. I mean, I can't imagine what anyone of that age would have gone through.
Yeah.
And such a public display of her death as well.
Yeah.
And people bringing out stories and films and fucking whatever, but. We all saw you going on this downward spiral, and then you met someone and you loved, and we were so happy for you. I was over the moon when he found someone.
Yeah, I thought it was well cool.
Do I think he should have been allowed to marry an American actress. No, I don't.
Really?
No, I don't. And it's got nothing to do with her skin colour.
Yeah.
It's the fact that she is a American actress. She's not relevant. She doesn't know. She's not even British.
Yeah.
You know, I think like Kate, her family were, you know, they were of some standing. You know, she knew what etiquette was. Fucking Megan, I can imagine her at KFC. Do you know what I mean? And then I think the biggest lie was Megan saying that on the Oprah interview that Kate made her cry all the time. Yet in the book, Harry literally says that you made Kate cry. So your husband literally threw you under the bus.
Yeah, there's so many hypocrisies and contradictions, and it's mad.
Yeah.
And then obviously there's been all the strikes. Postmen have striked, nurses have striked, trains. What was the other one? There was something else.
Right, I'm going to say this now, and this is going to piss a lot of people off, but I don't care. Why are teachers going on strike?
Oh, teachers.
You are literally, you have more time off than Santa.
I don't think they're striking for them. I think they're striking for the students because they've got no money, like no funding for them. I think that's more, because I was the same.
Because I thought it was their wages.
But when I looked into it,
I think it was now I get it.
Yeah, I think it was a lot more for that, which, you know, it is true. I mean, I was fuming because my daughter had to try and get someone to look after her because I was working and it was really stressful. But yeah, I know it's annoying. And then obviously Russia, there's all this thing happening. Is there going to be World War III?
Have you got stage 4 cancer, and why is it not? What can we not hurry it along? Because Putin's got stage 4 cancer.
Is that common knowledge?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. But so let's hurry it along then.
But
just die.
That's probably why he doesn't.
This is why he's going on a rampage. 100%. He wants to, because he always said that he wanted people to speak about him after they die. Well, they'll definitely fucking speak about you now, mate. And what they'll do is they'll compare you to Hitler. So well done.
Oh no, I genuinely, he is like, at least who's the guy in North Korea, Kim Jong-un?
Oh yeah.
He's an absolute. I mean, I don't want to get killed, so I'm not going to say anything. But yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But he keeps himself to himself.
Yeah, he's
do what you want.
But you know what? He actually he could like literally eliminate USA.
Yeah.
Like Trump, you are arguing with like you could die in your sleep and you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't even be in the same country as you.
Yeah.
Like pick your battles.
Yeah. It is. But there was a news story the other week, and it was like Russia flies nuke bombers near Scotland, and I proper freaked out. I was like, "Oh my god! Like, what? Are my kids going to die?" Like, honestly, I was really scared. I sent the article to Matt, and when he actually looked into it on another site, it wasn't actually. It was technically north of Scotland, but it was like not even anywhere near the UK.
But you know what? They say that the UK, you cannot be invaded because of our coastline. We've never been invaded, Jed, because of Devon and like Cornwall. You're not going to get a ship up there here. Onto the
true. But he would. That's the scary thing, though. He'd just like nuclear bomb.
Well,
it's just It's
I personally, I mean, I would argue with anyone, you know that, but I probably wouldn't piss him off, Mary.
No. It's very like, let's all be nice and get along.
Look at the tea, 2 sugars, not a problem.
And it's like, I feel bad for Ukraine because on one hand I'm like, we should help Ukraine. We should be like, absolutely not. We're not having another Hitler. You cannot do this to people. Let's all get together. But then at the same time I'm like, but then he'll hate us, and I don't want him to hate us because
well, he's going to be dead soon anyway.
Oh,
but Ukraine, I respect. I 110% respect Ukraine. I didn't know a lot about it before, but I know a lot more about them now. And you know what? When they come together, they fucking come together.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I know like some people from special forces have gone over there from here. But he is part of NATO, so we should have we shouldn't have been flagging. We should have just, whatever you fucking need, I'll send it over to you.
Yeah, I mean,
straight away.
I can't remember Zelensky.
Yeah.
He's a badass, he is.
Oh my God. He is like dropping the fucking mic. Yeah, he is amazing.
Just the things he says and like just.
But he really loves his country.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, so now that that's out the way, a lot of crap going. Is there any positive news?
I don't think there is. We live in England.
I know, it's a bit dire.
Do you know, I put this post up on my TikTok today about the people coming over from other countries like Syria and
Oh,
Afghanistan,
yeah, you did.
and we're housing them.
Yeah.
Do you know how much as taxpayers pay a day? 5.6 million.
Really?
A day. Yet we have Army, Navy, RAF veterans on our streets.
Oh, I know, it's terrible.
I just it winds me up. Like I went on a proper rant on TikTok.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, "Yeah, well said." Because okay, I think everyone should be safe in their country. However, let's make sure that the people that fought for you and for your life and for the monarchy are in fucking.
If everyone here was okay, I don't think the problem is that people have a problem with us helping other
No,
people.
not at all. No.
Obviously, we want to help other people, but when you've got people literally live, I've seen it as a community nurse going into people's houses. I'm not going to speak about particular things, obviously I can't, but there was something I experienced a couple of weeks ago, and these two men were living in this house. I'm not joking. Cobwebs, leg ulcers. They couldn't walk. They couldn't go to the toilet. They had no TV, no electric. Just would sit in the dark, and no one knew about it. And they're living like that, and they've been like that for over 10 years.
Oh my god!
And how can anybody?
Are they English?
Yeah. How can anybody live like that? And then we're helping these people, and it's and
they're
really
in Hilton.
Unfair.
They're like in Hilton.
That's the thing. So it's fine, help them, put them in Hilton, but also put
our
people in Hilton.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like just obviously people veterans, they've got PTSD, they've got severe. I can't imagine what they've seen out there.
I know, it's horrible.
But then they're bringing Afghanistan's over here, and they're sending that to protect.
I know it's mad.
You're fucking all walking contradiction. And I see it all the time, like, oh my, I'd love to live in England. Well, let's fucking swap.
It is really bad at the minute. Like me and Matt, we've said like the only thing that stops me is obviously my granddad's now on his own. My mum's on her own.
Yeah.
I know that my brother and his girlfriend are going to Spain soon.
Yeah.
And I couldn't leave. But we've looked into Colorado, we've looked into Canada, we've looked into Australia. So many places. Like I would move in a heartbeat because this country is just.
Yeah.
But I couldn't leave my family.
No.
But that's it. So I don't know whether you want to go first, and we'll get on to some lighter notes.
Yeah, this will be funny.
Have a laugh now.
Now that shit's out of the way about Great Britain. Okay. Am I the arsehole for putting up my wife's baby weight? Yep.
Oh my god. Do you have to read the rest?
I, 32 male, have been married to my wife, 31 female, for 9 years. Okay. So what do you know? You don't know her by now? We have a 7-year-old son together and 2-year-old twins. With our son, my wife lost her weight pretty fast, which I did with Amelia.
Yeah.
She didn't gain much to even start out with. My wife has always been pretty petite. Before our twins, she was probably 120 to 125 pounds. She's now 180 pounds, right? That's not like massive difference, is it? She has showed no attempt to lose the weight and no longer goes to the gym. She used to always be in the gym 4 days a week. Who the fuck has time for that? I don't. And I will not make it my time either.
So you've basically married her for her looks and not for
exactly,
her
yeah. Right. The other night she was complaining her older jeans no longer fit. And I pointed out that she still had her baby weight. She got really upset and said I basically called her unattractive. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, sorry. You are an asshole. In my head, you're already an asshole. That is not the case at all. I find my wife beautiful, but she keeps sizing up in her jeans and then acts confused why. We're very open with each other, so I didn't think she'd take it so offensively. I told her I thought she was beautiful and that it wasn't supposed to be an insult. Why the fuck do men do that? Well, if I said you got a small dick, is there any chance? Like you would be offended by it?
Yeah, I know.
We're very I told her I thought no. She then got defensive and said she carried 2 babies. That's right. I carried 2 babies at once.
Oh yeah.
2 humans
you
at
wouldn't
once.
Let that go.
No, I will never let it go. In her body, and what did I expect? She slept as far to the wall as she could get, and had an attitude with me for the rest of the night. We are open about things. See, you said that before, mate. He doesn't want people to forget that. I never meant it to be taken so negatively or to insult her. Yeah, fucking right, you're an asshole.
People just don't understand how
it's. I had Seren and Amelia and Blake first, and I lost all my weight within 3 months. Actually, the day after I had Amelia, I went straight back into my size 8s, and I was only a size 10. So I really did
Yeah.
do really well. But my twins, I'm still trying
So
now.
it's like you're older as well. You don't have the same.
You're older. I've got an eating disorder anyway.
Yeah.
Plus, it's like when do you have time to honestly prep food?
Of course.
You have multiple children,
Yeah.
right? They're doing school and nursery and after school clubs and all this other thing. When do you expect to? I struggle to have I can't even go to the shower in the morning without Finley trying to get in with me.
Yeah.
So when do you want me to go to the gym? Do you know what I mean?
I know, it's like it should only be if you want to go to the gym.
Yeah.
When I had Ella, my weight dropped off really quick as well.
Yeah.
But I piled it back on and more because of the stress of being a new mum. It's like you can't cook for yourself anymore. You're having ready meals, you're going for takeout, you're doing all this because it's whatever's easy and quick.
So tired.
And I've never lost it. Well, I have lost it and then I put it back on again.
Yeah, but who cares?
But no, I know, and that's I think what's lucky for me, like Matt's only ever known me like bigger as well. So
yeah, but I don't think Matt would give a shit anyway.
No, I don't think
I genuinely he just loves you. Oh, you're his wife, isn't it? So it's different.
Yeah, but no, saying that you just need to be a little bit more sensitive.
You're an asshole.
So, yeah,
basically.
asshole. Am I the asshole for not giving them the satisfaction?
Okay.
I was at the playground with my son and his friend when I heard someone say penis very softly.
Oh, right. Okay.
A second later, I heard it again slightly louder and recognised my son's voice. I glanced at the boys while pretending to be on my phone and they were standing by the monkey bars looking around. Monkey bars. I said that really brummy, didn't I? My son's friend then said it again at a normal volume. My son then looked over at me and I made direct eye contact with him. He looked from me to his friend, weighing out his options. I gave him the ball is in your court look and he said penis really loudly. And then his friend looked at me and said, nope, I'm not because your mum's looking. I'm not going to do anything. Then my son declared himself the winner of their deeply stupid game and then they ran to the swings. One of the other mums asked me if they were my sons. I said one was, and she asked why I didn't chastise them for their language. I said I didn't want to give them the satisfaction of reacting to their dumb game.
100%.
If I told them off, they would just want to do it even more.
100%. My son would be screaming it. Yeah.
She said they were disturbing the other parents and kids, and I was being a shit mum by allowing it. I said
nice.
Penis is
Nice.
I said penis isn't a curse word, so how disturbed could they really be? She then called me trashy.
Nice.
And walked away.
Now we're getting into the nitty-gritty.
So am I a trashy asshole?
No, not at all.
Definitely not, in my opinion.
Do you know what? Finley has these little breakdowns. I mean, he's 3. The reason why he's so attached to me is he's a twin and he was a NICU, and I was the first one and the only one to ever have skin on skin. And that's why they said he's probably so attached to me. So when he has these little breakdowns, I just leave him to it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit on the floor. I already know what's wrong with you. And if I'm going out, then I can't fix that problem. I can fix any other problem, but I'm still going to go out because I need to be Bex's first mum.
Yeah, definitely.
So I just leave him to it. And then gradually, he'll wind himself up for about 5 minutes. And then he'll come and be like, what's for tea?
Yeah.
It's forgotten. I wouldn't, no, definitely. I think
if that was me, like Ella was doing that, I would let her play with a friend and I'd say after, because that's just me personally, I'd be like, there's other people in the playground. Try not to say bogies or something like that, but don't be saying penis. Just try not to do that. That's probably what I would say. But
no,
I
I'm
laughing
because it's not even an offensive word, is it?
He could have said dick.
Listen, the other day we were in the park and he dropped the F-bomb. I was like, oh, no.
Did he? Oh,
not
no.
as someone, but he dropped something and I was like, oh, no.
Oh dear.
But right. Am I the arsehole for telling my brother's wife that she's a stuck-up bitch? Okay, contents. This involves me, 25, my brother, 32, and his wife, 27. When my brother met his wife 5 years back, all of us were very welcoming, but soon it was clear that she wasn't at all interested in being a part of the family. Over the past 5 years, she came to our family get-togethers like 6 or 7 times. It's always either my brother alone or my brother and my niece, a 3-year-old female. Initially, I would try to make plans with her, but she'd always reject it by saying that she doesn't go out much and she doesn't like shopping or whatever. Who doesn't like shopping? On the handful of occasions she's attended our family gatherings, she's been very reserved and quiet, and giving one-word answers or just smiling whenever someone tries to strike up a conversation. Mostly she makes up some excuse and just doesn't show up. Because of this, my brother has also stopped attending the family gatherings as much as before. Oh, no. My parents are very disappointed, and with this, and my brother's absence makes them visibly upset. That's not nice.
No.
I've asked my brother about it, and he's always maintained that the sister-in-law is very introverted and has social anxiety, that he's not gonna force her to do something that she doesn't like. Next week's our dad's 70th birthday, and I've invited my brother and his family. This is supposed to be a grand event with all our extended family going on a weekend trip. Yesterday, my sister-in-law texted me saying that she won't be coming on a trip. The conversation went something like this. Sister-in-law, hey, I'm so sorry, but something urgent has come up and I won't be able to attend the event. It's just going to be your brother. Me. At least my niece is coming, right? Oh, I would love her to attend, but she's saying that she won't attend without me. Then why don't you stop being a stuck-up bitch for once and attend the event, since it would mean a lot to my dad if the entire family was there. Sister-in-law didn't respond after that. A few minutes later, I got a call from my brother and he was furious. He said the way that I talked to his wife was very disrespectful and that he would not be coming to the trip until I apologised. I refused to apologise because I felt this was long overdue. So now brother isn't coming for the trip. My dad thinks I should apologise, but my mum thinks I did the right thing.
Oh, okay. So saying stuck up bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably would, you probably would, because
Yeah.
we're just like gobby. But it's a bit harsh.
If she's got social anxiety, like I've heard that really hard.
I used to have
overcome.
that. Like I had that for years, and I
Yeah.
experienced it with Matt's family. Like honestly, the first time I met Matt's family, it was like this huge meal. I didn't know so many people were going. I probably would not have gone if I'd have known. And there was like 15 people around the table, and I was like trying to cut my food. I'm not joking. Matt had to be like at with me. Because I was just like, oh my god, I was shaking. Honestly, it is horrible. So if she's genuinely got
it, then
that
you are
is
an
really
asshole.
hard.
That's and do your research on stuff like that, because that shit is hard to overcome.
That's real. Yeah.
But then if she is just being a knob, then
because that's the thing. Like, what's got him to that? Surely, because he's not going to say you stuck up bitch out of nowhere.
Yeah.
There must have been like other things that's
maybe
pissed him
like
off.
is she said something? I don't I don't feel like there's the full stories right there. So I'm not sure. I'm on the fence with that.
I think you're a bit of an arsehole.
I
mean, say, well, look, it's not fair because it's this massive thing. I think everyone should be got to say that. That's fine. But call him a stuck up bitch.
Fair fucks to you.
Yeah, very brave, very brave. But the fact that the mom agrees with him as well. She's probably like, yes. Thank you. Okay, am I the asshole for making a scene on my stepsister's birthday?
Okay, go on, let's get into it.
Okay, right, where are we? A few days ago, my family and I were celebrating my stepsister Anna's birthday. Her birthday is 2 weeks after mine. My mother lives in a different state, so she sent me birthday gifts by mail. I live with my father, stepmother, and stepsister. For Anna's birthday, we organised a party at home with a bunch of her friends. As we were opening the gifts, she teared up a letter with 2 tickets in it. There was a note that she only read for herself, and I automatically knew why when she said her next sentence. Anna said, "Oh, that's so sweet. Your mother has brought me tickets for the artist's name." I knew that those were mine because it was a concert ticket of my favourite singer. I told Anna that they were mine, but she refused to listen. I then asked her to show me the note, but again, she refused.
What a knob. She's ridiculous.
I was getting annoyed and angrier, so I went up to her and yanked the paper from her hands. Obviously, I was right and it was for me. So I read out loud the note from my mother in front of everyone. Anna was really embarrassed. Her cheeks were burning red and she left crying. Her friends left, finding the situation and her attitude pathetic. Now my dad grounded me, my stepmother hates me, and Anna doesn't want to speak to me. Am I selfish? I'm trying to have a better relationship with my mother, and I know that she worked hard a lot to afford the tickets. Sorry, I lost my place there. It meant so much for me, but now my dad took them and said that he would see what he would do with the tickets. My stepmother suggested me to invite Anna as an apology since there's 2 tickets, but I know that the second one was meant for my mother. What should I do? Am I the asshole for causing that scene and ruining her birthday party?
What a little brat.
Really bad. She ruined it.
Yeah, what a little brat.
They were for her.
The thing is, it's really hard. Really hard, especially if you haven't had a very good, relationship with your mum and you know that she's worked her absolute ass off to afford, and she wants to go with you.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't take my
But
little
it's the
fucking
fact
brat. My little shit. I'd call her a fucking brat as well.
Yeah, she lied, saying like refusing to read out.
And who the fuck does the dad think is? Bitch, give me my tickets back.
Yeah.
They're not even. You're not the parent. I got it from my other parent.
That's the thing. It's like they're not even yours to take from me. Like fucking give them back.
I'd go fucking mad. No, I don't think she's an asshole at all. I think your stepsister's an asshole.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And your dad.
Hang on.
And your stepmom. They all are.
Am I the asshole for confronting my sister-in-law about all her friends she's had over?
Oh!
My
I
wife
didn't
Lynn
get it then, right? Yeah.
is 32 female. I am a 35 male, and we've been married for 7 years. While I grew up as an only child, my sister has one sister, Jamie, who's 23. Okay, who was a graduate student at university. Jamie needed a place to stay after she and her long-term boyfriend, 6-ish years, broke up. My wife and I offered to let her stay in our guest house. Oh my god! In America, they
Guest
have.
house?
Yeah. It's what I'm paying now. I could get like a 14-bedroom house over there. Offered to let her stay in our guest house temporarily while she gets herself back on her feet. A week had gone by when she started to act way out of character. She would go out every night without telling my wife or I where she was or who she was with. Well, she's 23. Which I am aware that she is an adult. But it's super concerning when I leave for work in the morning and I have no idea where she is. I really was just worried for her safety. I mentioned this to my wife and she said that she would talk to her. Over the span of the next 2 weeks, she had at least 5 different guys over. You know what they say? To get over someone, get over someone else.
Oh god.
I had a confrontation with one guy after I caught him leaving, and when I asked him who he was, he ignored me and ran to his car. When I asked Jamie about this, she laughed it off and said that he was just a friend, but insisted that he was harmless. I told her I don't like her bringing random guys to my home all the time. Then she says that he wasn't a random guy, that she would just start spending the night at their place again instead. I told Jamie that she needs to calm down with the guys, and said that she isn't going to fix her problems banging a bunch of dudes. Oh, fucking hell, this is funny. She got super mad at me and said it wasn't any of my business. I said that if she wants to continue staying with us for free, then she should be more considerate and that I am just trying to look out for her. Jamie went to my wife and told her how I chased the other guy down and that she feels like I'm just making up rules to shame her. Now we are not allowed to talk to each other and all communication is going through my wife, who thinks that I am super out of line for what I said. The way I see it is that Jamie is a guest living in our guest home for free, and all that I really care about is that she isn't getting herself killed and that she isn't bringing up sketchy guys over. I feel like I'm not asking a lot, and I feel like this is being blown out of proportion, even as a joke, even if the joke was insensitive. Okay,
so I think I get his point, but the approach was.
I think but he said it in a jokey way.
Yeah.
I think you are family but you're married into the family. You're not blood. It's not like or what I would say to my brother. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just because at the end of the day, you're saying to a grown adult, come and stay for 3 hours. Like, you've invited them. You've got to kind of accept them for who they are. But then at the same time, I get it. She's on their property for free.
Yeah, and it's completely out of character for her.
Yeah,
but they've only known her in a 6-year relationship, so of course she's going to act differently.
Yeah, she's probably
literally the host stage is coming into full effect.
She's having fun.
Yeah, she lived her best life at 23. Yeah,
that'd be great. But it's probably coming from a good place. Like, it's genuinely.
Yeah, I think he does. Yeah, but I think his delivery was probably off.
Yeah, and she's probably a bit embarrassed as well.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
Do I think he's an?
I don't know. I'm on the fence.
Yeah, definitely. Am I the asshole for not helping my mother? So I'm 22. I'm 22 now. 8 years ago, I came out to my parents as bi. Should be no big deal, right? Wrong. My deeply religious parents sent me to a Christian wilderness camp.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Where they said I would stay for 6 months. Yeah. I mean, it's not even like it's gay, it's bi. That's pretty normal these days, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I ended up staying for 1.5 years. I was understandably mad when they took me home.
1.5 years?
Still refused to recant my coming out. Oh, good on you. She didn't say anything.
Didn't budge though. Good.
I left the moment I turned 18, but made an effort to reach out to them and invite them to my wedding to my beautiful wife 2 years ago.
Aww.
My mother pretty much spit in my face and told me that I was a disgrace and that she would never see me as her daughter again, that I shouldn't ever talk to her again. How can you do that to you, even if you didn't?
No.
That's like if Ella came to me and said, I want to be a porn star. Oh my God, I would hate it. I would really hate it. But it's like, I would never disown her for anything.
And nothing my children could do would make me want to not speak to them ever again.
I took the hint and got on with my life. We foster now and are currently fostering 3 teenagers that we think are just the best. 2 weeks ago, my mother messaged me on Instagram. I was surprised since I have her main account blocked, but she proceeded to tell me, sorry, trying to find where we are, but she proceeded to tell me that she needs $4,000 and a kidney. Not even a hello, and I told her that I was no longer her daughter and that I wouldn't give her a kidney and blocked her.
Yeah.
Not even a day later, I received a message from my 20-year-old sister, Faith.
Oh, yeah.
She told me that I should reconsider helping my mother, and I turned it down again, asking why she didn't help Mum instead. Apparently Faith wasn't a match, and they didn't have the $4,000 after starting a church with her husband. I just continued to turn it down. She put me through a year and a half of hell in a programme, and then proceeded to cut me off. Now that she needs money and a kidney, I'm supposed to put all that behind me and help her.
No.
Both my dad, Faith, and Faith's husband have told me that I'm a terrible human being for not helping her out and that I should be ashamed of myself. Am I the asshole?
No.
Absolutely not.
No, definitely fucking
you
not.
literally disowned your daughter and now you're like,
no.
I'll have your kidney. I'll have your gay kidney.
I'll have your gay kidney and your gay money. No, fuck that. No, definitely not. The absolute. Do you know what?
Audacity.
Do you know what just amazes me about parents? Like, obviously, you know the story about my mum.
Yeah.
Like, I had a phone call the other day saying, you know, your mum's really not good. I was like, okay. Like, there's no emotion. I mean, it's been years. You didn't bring me up. I was in the foster care system. I went through hell there. Like, I literally owe you nothing.
Yeah.
And they were like, you know, I just think maybe it's, you know, maybe you should go, no.
Does she want to see you
I think so, yeah. I the only time I will see that woman is at a funeral, and that's just to double check that she's dead. That's for, like, clarity. I couldn't give a flying fuck.
The thing is, as well, it's like, if you go to see her, that's how I kind of feel like maybe you're looking at it. It's like, I don't want to give her the satisfaction of me going and like...
Oh, I'm still her mum. I've still got that power.
Exactly. It's almost like,
no,
I just refuse.
And I said that on the phone. I will not cry for either of my parents when they pass because they're not my parents.
Yeah.
They've never been a parent to me. They've never financially...
And you shouldn't feel guilty for thinking that.
But then my uncle, who's obviously a brother, said, oh, I completely agree with you. I back you up 110%.
Yeah.
Definitely. You have every right to feel like that.
There's a book that I think you'd really like. I think I've recommended it to you before.
I've got it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've got it. It's from the...
After my mum died.
Yeah. But, it's brilliant.
Because people were like, how dare you write a book?
Oh, but I can relate to it so much. Yeah, I loved it. But no, I don't think you're the arsehole. I think your mum's an arsehole.
Yeah.
And
your sister and your dad.
Good luck with the kidney.
Hope you get one, but it's not going to be me. It's not going to be my bisexual kidney.
Yeah. This one's for you.
Oh, okay.
Am I the arsehole for no longer accommodating my friend's vegan lifestyle? I saw that and I thought, I've got to do that. Okay, my husband, 33 male, and I, 28 female, are part of a friend group of 4 couples. Once a month, one couple hosts a dinner party. One of the women in the group, in her 30s, is a vegan, and this has never been a problem. When it is their turn to host, they serve vegan food. And when it's our turn to host, I usually make her a vegan version of the meal that I make for everyone else.
Nice.
She has always been grateful for the fact that I do my best for her and feel included. Last time they hosted a dinner, the meal had soy sauce in it. I am very allergic to soy. So I get there, she tells me that the meal has soy in it. Everyone knows I'm allergic to it, in brackets. Then she hands me a takeout menu and tells me to order something for me. I found this extremely rude, since I go the extra mile for her to have almost the same meal, and she couldn't even whip up a stir fry without soy sauce for me. I didn't say anything because I didn't want to spoil the mood.
It makes you feel awkward as well, because you're the only one ordering the takeaway.
Yeah.
It makes you feel awkward.
Well, yeah, because they've all got to wait for you now until your takeaway comes as well.
Yeah. Oh.
And you're like, no. The next day, I sent her a text and told her that I felt a little bit hurt, and she did not try to accommodate my allergy. When I do the same for her chosen life choices, she replied and told me that she doesn't have to accommodate me. All she has to do is provide me a meal, which she did. So I decided fair is fair, and I will no longer make a whole different meal for her anymore.
Give her a takeaway menu.
Last Saturday was our turn to host the dinner. I made steak, mashed potato, bacon wrapped asparagus, and a triple chocolate cake. When they arrived, I handed her a menu to a vegan restaurant and told her to choose a meal. She was shocked.
But how? You literally did that to him.
Usually I would make her some grilled mushrooms, vegan mashed potato and roast asparagus, and a vegan chocolate cake. She was very pouty the whole evening. Her husband ended up telling my husband that what I did was very petty. I love being petty.
But that is just giving a taste of...
And it made her feel extremely excluded.
Oh, shut up. No.
Since I was usually the one who made her feel the most included during these dinners, my husband just told her my wife treated your wife how she treated her.
Exactly.
Go on, husband. Now they're calling me petty. Am I the asshole?
She literally did that to you.
Mm. No, you're not fucking...
You're just doing it back. You've just gone, oh, okay, that's normal then, all right, that's fine. You come over, takeaway menu, because that's all right, because you gave me a takeaway menu. Well, some people are fucking weird.
I wouldn't have fucking invited them at all to this. That's how petty I am.
No longer friends.
Yeah, goodbye.
Cut out.
All the best.
Yeah. Yeah, because how is it all right for you to give out a takeaway menu, but it's not okay?
Then I would have gone blocked.
Oh my God. Bloody annoying. Okay. Am I the asshole for not going to the hospital immediately after hearing my stepdaughter was in an accident?
Oh, shit.
My wife, 49 female, and I, 30 male.
Mm.
Oh, get that cougar.
Yeah, you bring that baby down.
Have been married for just over a year, together for 10. I have... Oh, blimey. I have 3 stepkids.
They've been together for 10 years.
He was 20 and she was 39. Shit. I have 3 stepkids.
So mine hasn't been born yet.
I have 3 stepkids, 25 female, 23 male and 20 female. But our relationship is more like friends. We get along well usually. Yeah, she's so close in age.
I was about to say, it's the same fucking age, isn't it?
I recently got the news an old friend of mine passed away and I attended the funeral last week. 20 female got into an accident that day and was taken to hospital. I was just arriving at the funeral when my wife called saying I need to come immediately. I asked her if it was serious and what had happened, but my wife said it was just some cuts and bruises, she's fine, and a fractured arm. It wasn't anything life-threatening.
Okay.
My wife was already at the hospital and so was 25 female, so 20 female had support. I said I was at the funeral and I'd come to hospital as soon as it's finished. My wife hung up, so I quickly paid my respects, wanted to talk to my friend's family but didn't get a chance to because I was in a rush. I then went to the hospital. My stepdaughter is thankfully okay and nothing that serious. My wife and other stepdaughter, however, are furious because I didn't come straight away. But he was at a funeral.
It's not fucking life-threatening, so it's not even as... My friends then had like babies, so they could... They just didn't do it, but I don't see the problem with having kids, you know, at your wedding. I think it does make it more fun as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's cute. Like, I just had Ella, I invited her little best friend from school to the reception, so she had someone to dance with, and then my 2 flower girls. Yeah. And that was the only kids that were there, but... I think I think people forget if it's not your wedding. Yeah. You can't be annoyed about anything.
No, because it's not to do with you.
It's nothing to do with you. If they don't want it, they don't want it. That's it.
Yeah, it's like when people go, oh yeah, people don't really like this food. I couldn't give a shit. I like the food, and if you don't like the food, I can show you what the first Mac is because I'm not a common, and that's what I did.
You're paying for the food.
Yeah.
So it's like my nan and granddad. They're really, really fussy eaters. They literally eat fish fingers and mash. Yeah. I mean, that's it. It's such simple food. Yeah. And so I was a bit like, because we had quite posh food at my wedding. And I was like, I don't know what they're like going to eat and that. And Matt said to me, why are you stressing? Your wedding, we're paying for it. Just tell them to eat before. So if they don't like it...
Yeah, then they're not hungry.
Then they're not starving and whatnot. So, and I tried to make it a simple... Put some simple items on there, like, so that they could choose. But at the end of the day, it's your wedding. You dream about it. You think it all up.
I know people spend millions and I'm like, why? What's the fucking point? Yeah. But it's just like a pissing parade, isn't it, weddings are? They just do my head in. Definitely. I think if you want kids there, you do. If you don't, then you don't. That's all right. I didn't have mine, but I didn't have kids. No. So, you know.
I mean, before I had kids, I hated kids. So I probably would have been one to be like, I don't want to see one little sprog.
Yeah,
in this
my
venue.
wedding.
Yeah, I probably would have been like that.
Yeah, but everyone's different.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he's the asshole at all. No, not at all.
And I remember when I was, me and Matt was saying our vows, the younger flower girl, she was only, I think she was like 1.
Yeah.
And she was like, she didn't cry or anything, but she was sort of like, you know, like gagging it. And I just thought that was quite funny. I like looked around and was like, kind of thing, like joking. And to me, that's just really cute. But some people would be devastated at that.
Yeah, I wouldn't care.
No,
not at all.
It's like when they're all like, they're dancing and everything.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? And they're in little tucks and little dresses. It's cute, isn't it? Yeah, I like that. But yeah, each to their own.
Right then, that's it. Well, it's been a pleasure to do this again.
We're going to get Chinese.
We're going to get Chinese now and have a Gus. And
So we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yep. We'll see you soon.
But we'll post on our social medias what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, I'll put like
just in case anyone wants their input.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good. See you soon,
See you soon.